be madam.
Yeah, who be any for we room and baby.
Bible now so can say and
was it for no Bessiano while I knew was it your baby coon one less one quiet day or alone any pan
the trone and
if I don't any champion about one bunny woman there.
Who and Wario?
And somebody
I'm out here and I will be a champion and Waro. But what we forget is that we men also have high sexual desires.
Thank you.
Obaa Cee or what? Or no to be kasa. Yes. Or maybe nada.
Exactly.
Women also
need it.
Come.
Yes.
Obaa Cee to me or reaching orgasm.
You naturally get wet. Miss also and our public you fertility talk with body Mouthpiece. Meaning the ocean free and drag about nas baby will be no with the drop some corn excel essence so and official part. Say Luciano and be and then say and you're free ever green. Pascaline Edwards. So Pascaline every day Michelle will be able to catch us and tell me your secrets. 2 everyday glow.
Yes.
Miss Kitty class 4. And I'm sure the TV sister. Sister, you want class 4.
Sister, now class 4 Miss Satan away.
Of course, now you have a TV. Maybe well, yeah, the education freedom. It's a picture for your wife, Pascaline Edwards, and I stand to walk. Obaa Cee, aka Mr. Penny site.
Hey, Mr. Somebody, you film some part. You have a and will be a phantom, so only on a matter one. There will know one matter. So you through. Mama Dabraka. I know we are more good than we are starting. May marriage. Mammy marriage in you may a legal wife. Yes, Mrs. Obaa Cee,
Obaa Cee,
yes.
What about the Cynthia?
Mrs. Diabo.
And will buy to what is so. Miss Anso, Ophelia, or a psychologist, and also as and you know she's looking so fly.
Thank you.
I'm seeing the costume, the white and white, and I was maybe you was some for Brofono. No, your father was fun of and also. She's beautiful. She always looks at you with a smile. Her eyes are always saying something positive. We walk up, mommy. But your counselor in the at Nasi. Na ye did uncommon yank, and then ye save your crowd. Make a story be. Na mediation. Na story no. A could charm and go out the city now so. And see me to Yaka say, no one sat a cry woman. Na ensan wo muti e na mamenya anonso a de e ka bi ye nua baabi e ware ni kunu 2016 na obeware 2016 be ma ne ba Ghana ha na be ma ni nua ba so e na ohia ni kunu no e no ne ware 2016 and the chebi e na be ma no call back to Germany and then the man came to take the wife from Ghana e no ye nkrata de be fa no e no kosam chenje na 2016 no go to Germany. From 2016, ABC 2025, July, also Mountain.
Wow.
That shows how much I was involved in the story. Now, it's not like they don't know the problem. Now, only the problem. One, bearman is seven, the bearman into me for the crowd. And now, one will share a small nonsoa, a quamwa, and what is spent in the monosoa. Now, more than a phone completely. And the way I had obey a session and fear bebree free 2016 basic 2025 on to me was soon check the sanibia and on kwa jedi aburo no ho na oba goni o and we are worried to court na breach na won and on kuma for be kan your mope and so for be kan your mope and now for obi e candidate problem if you aba no problem every payment free 2016 what they are planning ho and then ho akon abisa questions when the bear not see every questions, bear man go hospital for help so bear man feel say due to security symptom or go hospital when share no will be for be apart tenase and come here me wudi and come here me baby or dia shen one feel baby ya abisi Sunday na July 2016 2025 and now over testing and make a say a farm and I'm directing the man called him fertile. Now I call him fertile. I don't any young component. So a crown with more a shame say young component. Yet you are buying coming a bit in common. We say your whole same agree. Yet the better to your brother. Then I say a near beer and money between kumu. All because I do not want to sell my husband out. I don't want someone to know this is what I'm going through. If you want me go as far as say, what a drone po amana solving the problem or say me come more being point to say a drone I'm because I don't want people to know. Say I had a problem. Some people believe say letting people know you had a problem is equal to forever stigmatization. Enye adro we asumasi enye doctor we adagoma anka wona ye kan wotu me wo it's nsem ne bisa question me bisa me ho e bisa emba ne bi o mo ka say empomo yusu adru so mo ferry so mbeka so mo yusu adru say what is more costly than infertility? The burden of not having the child for so many years you bear it. Inti enesi nyame wo do wo baby adru kwan. No could use what was the more or who said you sue a drug. They will later stigmatize me with it. And some be says to see a fee, now we your bar, Mr. Every counselor. Now, it be say counselor. Saying you be seeing your kumu, a demon couple without attacking their ego. You know, our men, I'm more you go pa. Bema, the whole hospital, we know me really now. I say, doctors say, sometimes to even make mention of the conversation or re-mention or recall the conversation, no, it's a problem because of ego. Mama, the same be saying, you can't say.
Yo, mommy, me da sifi. So, and then so am I akwenya. Nkoma, and that person is a very sensitive one. Libre a fast so actually one kwampo. We so ko pepe baby ananse wo pie ibre afa so wo sika semwa e basa obi etiase ba na pomuden ho aka aware bebre agu nti very very big topic akoye hash yen kan ho asem na bema bia ni padasani bia wo kwan a ye fa so ene ne kasa me fa ne se bema bi wo ho a kasa oh me darling I say, I bet now in China and in Commodore. Bema so well, cast me darling. I say, what do you want? Be any language I would say, or tears here. Oh, now you say, oh, sweetheart, me say, Assemble, or see, eh, but me assemble naba. Obisu so cast it, sweetheart, assemble naba. They did be as a book probiaba. And so, and Penisa near ye, obi fear ye, say, obi dear. Suno bema bia ne kwan e fa so ne kasa wo na wuti wuja nti wo na wonim se ne yesi sofa wo na wonim bema no abre ben na woni akọ communication school be ka kire say for communication to be effective it is where what how when very important you can't take this out of communication be very effective nti bema bi wo ha Ofreduma ba na ne nkomo ba. Tie ne de me say ho na ne nkomo ba ho na ne na te say te ho no kotena na ne di nkomo especially wa bo ne nkwada wa bi ni favorite yi a wote ni chene ne kasa. Obi so ofreduma ba ha me o. Stress does. Obi a weekends na ne nkomo ba. Obi a weekdays no stress ne does so. Until you need to understand your husband's body language. You need to know what takes him off. You need to know what languages make him want to speak. Bema bi wo ha sabe wakọ mpemu aye electric book bi wo mpemu ama no ma koye no no ankom aba na woni ne afenso nipa da se ni bia ni wa say if you validate them na fe o ka asem kire ne nkona so ntimi sister yi di nyambra asem ketenkete bi although she's very good to me. Into me ban in chair, me say, me aba. Ophelia. There's a man shower. And she said, in this case, Bema, yea, Mikuno. Would you told her, me show dean? I'm saying, I mean, sure. The stress and young woman or Ghana. Now, one yes, a meme, ya, ye worry, and ye die, and you no more Ghana. Now, would me a baha? I did a dama kuma so power. Sometimes you need to be dramatic over in a positive way.
Okay.
I did back open a dama kuma so.
Okay.
So Nyankopon dum. Me to me pa ma wo ba. And yes, me to me wo. It's not about you. It's about him. So Nyankopon dum pa me to me pa wo ba ma wo eto na so a. Em say we are singing na me musa fi biom. So you need to know how me I don't give blankets like obi o hani dey near square, obi ni dey near circle, obi ni dey na koye oval. But no, as will be any quiet fast on any year. Send a mechanic near you be fear and so be there. Know your husband, know when he's talkative, know when he's receptive, know when you can talk to him about this thing. Happy and then no any uncommon. It shouldn't be something that comes with accusation. Be mat say go to why the dra debi kosi akosi koda konda and we are saying you guma pampam me huni Okay, so this is a person you love. This is a person you're concerned about. This is a person whose future you want to be in.
That's right.
The problem is him. He's aware. Yadi adefe any what is on Yankopon cry? David who are dear be and the any who can kind David of course. Or see you won't tell Yankopon. On Yankopon, we yes say. On Yankopon, what is that? I feel no Abeka. What is it do, baby? David the coffer. Obiria, the Onyankopon of Ban and Nimbaye, Onyakupo Castle, but could have said of Bob Onyakupo running across. Say, David. Who here, dear, I mean, farmer, who hear me, who here, dear, I mean, farm. Oh, what did come for Yakupo Brani? Oh, yeah, you are the David, you are the James, the enemy.
What confusion?
David will be here. Maybe I'm in my counseling session to talk to him like. King David, they told him David and Yom. There are so many lessons there. What they are to study the book of David. I said, Obekonya anymore. Boni Mranita. David the Boni Baby. Oh yeah. I'm an apostolic. I'm a proud member of the Apostolic Church Ghana. You be call what she be you can kind the son and son ayakonya because we realize the power of that. Sanimrani, Bonimrani. Nothing. You was some little nothing.
Mama, now me call the psychologist.
Oh,
she's so pretty.
thank you.
And she's so soft. And I say you'll be an any way but how do you control them? Because of the way you're boko.
You destabilize them.
So I said, what's the way to you?
Brofono and there.
Yes.
Obama. She met her husband through her husband's sister. She didn't check in with this. She didn't even consider having sexual intercourse with the man. She heard the man is financially stable. She heard the man lives in Germany. So she saw wealth. She saw opportunity in the man, an opportunity in the man. So she didn't even bother to even find out whether scientifically they even match to have kids, whether they're not AAO plus or however they call it.
When some person say you're a fool, so then you.
Is it the woman's fault? Or for whatever she considered and not checking? No, it's worth considering. And as I was saying,
Okay, thank you so much for your question, and I just want to thank you so much for your question, and I would just like to kind of like affirm certain things that have happened before, and people are still going through it, and so the more we we advocate for it, the better in saving lives. And if you're anyone going through this, we just want to share the support to you, and then also to say we are sorry for causing any triggers to what you have gone through, But I would like to state that in any union, like the way this has been created since creation is that there has to be trust, empathy, compassion, and accountability.
Okay.
Right? I'm sure the counselor knows more about this in marriage counseling. And so I would like to say that when one is going into a marriage and doesn't go through the full process, it's more like actually vetting, right? Sometimes you may think that you are lucky enough, but the luck may be on the part of the other person. They are rather lucky for getting you.
Okay.
And so when we forget about our happiness, our joy, how we want the marriage to be, without marital values or maybe a marital constitution, some of these things can happen. And I would like to state that normally as human beings, how we operate, what we focus on actually determines the outcome. And so when you look at immigration as a, oh, this is a greener pastures for me, already you are corrupt.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want to say I'm blaming her, but I'm just stating facts.
Okay.
Right? So anytime you are corrupt about something, you can make fair judgment of it, or decisions about it, even if you know that this actually will affect my life in a long run, because it's more of an early gratification. You want to derive certain things so fast, so quick, because you think it's a blessing.
Yeah.
And so, that being said, patriarchy in our system actually destroys a lot of marriages. Yeah. If the story was reversed, I don't think the woman would have been allowed to decide whether I want to go for medical checkup or not. But because of our patriarchy system, the man makes the decision in the house.
Okay.
The man is able to control the finances, resources, and even your personal growth. He determines. And if he wants a child, he will. If he does not, he will, he will not even mind about that. So when we come to the question of whether it's her fault or not, partly it's her fault. Partly it is not her fault, because I would say she has been scammed. Maybe already the man knew about
His problem.
and was looking for like an avenue for somebody. He can spread money. You know, some people, you show them a little money and then you win them. So I would like to just pass this advice to women, that always see yourself as the prize. In every circumstance, you have to believe that you are the prize. And there's a saying that women give birth, and so we are the reason why the world is full, right? Yes.
In her case, there is sexual, how do we call it, insatisfaction in her marriage.
Dissatisfaction.
How does that affect the person mentally?
Okay.
Can that have some mental effects?
Yes, it can. It can have. Number one is the loss of affection or sexual confidence. Yes, because for a woman to fully engage and accept sexuality, it reflects on who she is, right? And so if she goes into having an acceptance of who she is, she gets to enjoy her marriage. Like the Bible relates, Solomon talks a lot about the undefiled bed in marriage.
The marital bed is undefiled.
Yes, undefiled. And so sexual confidence may be lost. Her self-esteem may also be lost. The loss of womanhood, the regret of the future, having to grieve over the inability. Yes. And there's also loss of time. Okay, loss of time for the past, future, present is in continuation. Right? And so the more she's in the marriage, the more she's losing, the more she's grieving. At the end of the day, you find her going through a whole lot of mental health disorders like depression. And depression can be so prolonged. When I say prolonged, as in your teenage years to your adult life, to your old age, till you die. It can be that consistent in your life, and it can also aggravate to other serious mental health disorders. Yes. And that per se, the stigma is there, because anytime in a marriage there's no childbirth, the focus is always on the woman.
Absolutely.
Yes. And also it becomes one-sided as a What am I trying to do? It's like, so when it's one-sided, it's more like she's the one pulling the effort, doing most, and so she becomes emotionally exhausted. And there's always resentment. You know, she's talking about how to not coerce, but how to pamper him. For how long? You see, when that happens, there's always anger and resentment, and then it will develop into a huge marital problem. So yes, the cohesion can be there, the communication can be there, but it's just the man being very stubborn, because there are a lot of men, their health-seeking behaviors is poor. When we talk about prostrates, you find them hitting very high number. And before you realize they are dying, they will not go.
And I don't know why.
Their diet is a problem. Yes.
But Papa will maintain us. The case a bear man, I will be bremuno. Why wouldn't me bear man? But what you say? Until your mentality, mono. The otumi Gina, so to me, boy, Juma, or to me at least. Emra ni mebunu soa kosi ni mpani fie so kakra no otumi ya and only event say bema
na say so bema cry we pay you so na mo say bema always
anaima
o tie your story ya mami ya tena sin fie bebre de chi na wotena asem afei ekra na 2016 2025 no basic help na emma ye yomu no ye de fie ne nanenam ebedu baby never ebe won fie de kwa nyimu kakra bi no edu awo mu a wapa ho enti se wo be maami ya na oso o kata ne kunachi na on share the consequences of ne kunachi na o kata na wo mu se efidu do o tena se ye din no achire nsunsu be kwa tia o no sense be kwa tia ne kuma wo sha e wo se ye blame no for sad decision no take say o kata ne kunachi na
wono se no kromo hatana no Ghana hatana no ebi aso ahye ebi ho che papa won pa se be ma fira broche ba no the future mkura obenya oba na ko efi se kwam di nipa ni bi ho nipa ho che won eti before se be ma ba se ne po won hwehwe wono wo pa ho to ene wo pese wono onya ba bi gina eti saa je nyina na ba na dwuma aye so oba peku afi no ko chakiwe wono eku no so opa no oda so onya bi e chensunsan so no won de won fa ho ena broche for me man bebre no mo problem problem mo no se adwuma na ye na broche adwuma na den na ye nyina ho adwuma ena adwuma bi ye nyina ho adwuma ye ntrase adwuma asa driver ni ye no adwuma bi a ya na bebre ba ha no ma se bronya ya wo mo ba ma ye mu no ye different eti na wo mo ba bebre no wo mo sada exercise wo mo hwese omo yire no mo ja omo hono mo fo mo chia hwade bibire e sada so mo hwade fi se o ho a ntimi nyina so ye obi wa gina so watimi akwa 2 minutes 3 minutes
2 minutes na ya kana wo
wa ya de pa chese be me bo wakro ya na dwe sai ono oba ba yi agoro mpam yi acha ahwa na ni begu ase nti obi wo ho no ma wo hwa na won tada nya no oto ahwe so fi se wo ye mistake asama to mabio aba eti obi wo abaya ne se wo mebon fiu no aso wo ko aso wo ba wo so ba ya no pese wo to hwe so ebi so di agoro asama ye den ni nyina ya adwumaten ena bebre didi mu no so nye den enye chese pepe ene se chidenden aduani diem susu hia se nkwa ya aduani pa akateche osimi ni bi wo be mpa no no onum coke ni nyina susu egina ho na odi gina ho eti se wo nya chance no ba krom ha na fe no mo be ma no on se awia ebo o nante o didiye o nua no wo se ne ahodi etu bo so wane Ghana ni beta obetima ko be 5 minutes obetima shanye sankwa obetima ye bibia ba wonya passe kukuro wo se na ade na sa aye fan eti asa ewu asa nwi eti tambi on ba ha na on benya no wo moyi no eti obo wa wakwa no agini no double ene se wo sa na otua bi wo sa se ohima abai ene wo gine double wo kwa wo sa na otua bi wo kwa na wo sa na otua bi ebi so madwuma na mo ye no nyamianim ne eye bradwuma papa eti amo mo ho de no so aidai bra bi ka bi osimi aba me ba ye nche me wo Ghana mtimi gina so pa me ba ye kakra ye start awo yi ni awo so ba so na asa afon no kora na ye ketekete na yebo
na ka se awo ba mo mo na me ma ne be hia se ma
dabi sa ye sa na o ka ho hye se awo we o ka se sam geta awo e ba no so sa nya wakutu wo no mo na wo hya wo ye snow bi ese ato ni father se ni ntim eti ba sa na asam mo na mana ye kete ayi mampole ne tem se adweba na ye se nkuruma ba na ayesi ne tuem eti ano sa no twetwe nye yi ena soso mo nye yi ena wo so ye se nye yi eti obi wo no mo hwe na yire hana no wo no ade na dwe no akodo so no akopa adu
ena mo fa aphrodisiacs
no ayen eno so mo na yama ne say we are won madu ye say do bi okra no be ma bo we yama ne say if you say won no anya yi na e yi bebre nsunso bo ne be ye de enti ko adu ho mo chemu say edwe na wo ko no kwa ka che wo ye say wa ye mbra na bibi senti obi wo ha wo mpese wo nka wo si ne ye da ho de meba no ne na no hwe tv no ka graphic no ko no ba no de ato no katra ma so de nsu oguna etu onom no guna na oba ya na se wo mudu ye se wo kondo se wo konno se na wo firi happy se wo nya opro ye do no ba to aye wo so enu saudi ja na asamaton fi say wa boja ka che say wo bon ho modin akọ 3 minutes ni 4 minutes
ebe mo kra no
wo bon ho modin ma ya de e wa ya wo kwa wo so menye ye aye konguto anane pata eti se wo timi twetwe na ye boho na wo dun sofo ma mi fi say eye adwumaten no adwumaten ni nyina ho no wo mo ba ha so ntisa wo mo ba ha eye adwuma ye pa ma wo say Ghana for man kamfo ena bi wo so oba ha obesa ye bibi se de enyini enyini so nyame so de wabo ne sa adumre bi a entimi nyina so sa eteba sa na ye so wo yere so to wase na ja atuntwuda na modetete wo be me wo so wonte ase ene won kan boko se bi esese ma hoden e bi ese enye se nti basa na akrokro na so ye de okrokro ba na na kasa sese de adun waduro no wo ma ntimi nyepe wo ma ye twa na ye ta waduro so gina ba bi gina hoden wo eti wo ya wo ma na ye twa wo ta wo ne pobabam ebedumre bu ba ye mre wo ba hia mo ha eti wo ba wo hema ho a no abeji bi ntam na wa wudu ti mu kodro so no mo tototototo na eti mi ha adwen wo bu okra amani ntin ye si na nsem mi kuna danfo ba ko a one ne wo adwuma wo kosa na girlfriend wo ba bi wo kono wo hu na che no enu a wagigi ye kodro so ko gigi setien ene yesu wo ko hurusi wo ba yiso wo hurusi wo so ko di 2 days pe no ba wagi na yi kakra bi o ade che no wa no ma na ko mate edu no doso abroso afi na the pressure na yeden koso afi wo ba ye wo da hoja ofra police for ba ye wo o sene so wo da ba yi so no etini ma bi wo ho na ma ye hu mu ntwem a obebi won fa ni ma bi ntaata wo nim stress abi ni ku no bibi atimi si na wo me ye hu ni ntam so be pedro na aduru abon ma da woroma aduru abadwa so wo num bi no ba nso wie sie hia de obu wo so esa na oba nso waten ka na ateko eti wo ba ma ne num bi na so num bi na wo nyina ye dai energy to energy na ye adwuma ene wa minute kura ko na fama aja wado samba awara dada na de wade ada won kan wa pa aduru ama no ene wo no so won ka hwe na ye steam no si wo ba we eti wo ba ha so no wa ba sa tuatua na wo de prepare mai wa ha
aha den meda wase na me ko ma me so mama say ye tie sister yinko boy wori ye dia me sure say before on me back kasama I was so will be kasa in situations like this. Let's say you are in that situation, who is the best person to talk to? So we'll try so we kata funa de jaso now what the show won so completely at the end of the day you have to talk to somebody. Who do you think is the best person to talk to?
Me feel like the best person to talk to is a doctor. Because so we are madam for ebia na wo so knowledge bia na nim de bia wo asem no nti me beka kire wa de na beka kire ebi kra na wo so wasa to me ato another angle because situation bi eno oba no o ka kire nadam for ne say wo hwe na ni ya oba no so be jaya ware because enko yi o ka kire ne say me njaya ware but tena ho na fa na chi nti what na ho na wo fa na chi na bibi kosia then what happens what the ban be bre no ono so nim say onko nti then you have a problem I feel na be answer questions and na say so the best person is doctor now wo hwe no doctors no omo ne counselors na no omo code of yibia omo go by they won't tell your secrets. So or the better example kra na o mention within o mention say the be ya da chi bi wuti obe hu say nipa no obe can say chewe so the be tofu
tell a counselor so sound
exactly into no the best person say anka wo no doctor Uko catch o maame a, o maame or your batan. Sometimes I am here. Jawa bet me fie. Na asem na say.
And I may try me na.
Me try me on tie kra. Oba aden me na da bena. Nti na wasamaka. But the doctor no ono watensem no more. And na obeta wase. And as a solution bi so wo ho a obetimi aka akiro. Na apart from that no so e bi o wadamfo bi. One kasa washa say anytime obisa advice bia or more correct advice. That's the best person to talk to.
Okay.
Because some of our friends low key they are envying us. Into wo kwa waware no kra n'ani bre. Hwi ni mo. Be ma no kra the be ma no story. But the fact that we took kwan fi Ghana ko Germany no kwa ono wa ha no kwa envy abem. Into wo be friend onimeduro onimohema fertile. But to catch na obetine na wasrew. Na wato abrewe bi aduro bi na wakonom na wasai. So me come kwa Anka the doctor is the best person to talk to no matter what. There.
Back to you.
I mean, if you have a problem with your television, you call the person who is into those electronics. Who like to hook out for electrician.
That's it.
What you say? No na acquire be a baby a hobekano. You don't see a GP, you see a heart surgeon, you see a gynae. That's it. You see we see who say your body is a machine. Do baby, I never see a call 1 year. When you dear was you who will be to me a boy. And I want men to realize this. Sesabi erectile dysfunction. And I say oligospermia and I say azoospermia. There's nothing to be ashamed of at all. At all. There is a solution. They can help you. They can do the very best they can for you. That is if you go to the right channel, if you go to the right people, they would help you. Yeah. They say. In fact, me busami who say, yakwa bedinto, ye who say ye friend will be de ajwa. They could yeah. But you think of phobia one day. Who are the day? Who are the day? They be me busami who say they be they say who are the day? They be when people come to me, Auntie Joy, this thing that they will say they be busami and wine. And then you map you say Ghana ha a woman say awo ma Obaa na amansan ni sano. Yeah. But say ni biaba doctors come here who say some men so a problem papa. Nti say no in some circles sa wo ni ma ya dispatch na Obaa no ukunu so check it. Yeah. Ukunu so check it. That is what is going on. That's it. Say been preduasa be man ni rehia na so want to mean nyina wa. It bruises their ego so badly. Be maybe o or the ferry bebe ni ire am wedding ko but obi so o react kokoti.
In fact, he will be accepted to himself.
He will not. They are in serious denial. Yeah. And they will believe their own lies. So we bema. Na dia yankutu ayeda. Asema me be say yankutu ayeda. Adia ye sorry mpo. Na wetumi sebe ni wo yire achia na wonsuo naba. And what trying it would only get worse. And sometimes madam, I know this young man who came to me. Say, Auntie, I'm only 35 years old. I'm a fine gentleman. I am strong and all of that. I'm able to hold erection. And it's been happening for the past 4 years. And these 4 years were just when I married my wife. I think there's something spiritual going on somewhere. And my pastor said, and I'm so okay. And for me, I won't get up to blame somebody. Yeah. Let's go. This guy had BP issues he didn't know about. He had sugar issues he didn't know about.
Yeah, diabetes.
Diabetes issues he did. That was what was causing his erectile dysfunction. He thought, he was a man. He was strong. And he studied something.
And the most annoying thing said, sad who came in. He
was still drinking his beer. He was still eating his pork at night. He was still meeting with his friend. He was still on his computer all the time and was not sleeping. He would be watching this thing all the time. I'm like, okay, listen, Auntie Joy, I know you're a Christian. you pray a lot with people. People testify that you pray a lot. And I'm saying, yes. But you see, you have to come with me. I'm taking you to hospital. Let's go and check. So we'll go. In fact, I'm like, okay, we'll go and check your fasting blood sugar. We'll check all of those things. So go check the fasting blood sugar, maybe, and then now. They checked him, did all manner of doctor, and he said, Master, it is your diabetes, it is your BP that is causing your erectile dysfunction. Have you been having headaches of late? And because my wife has been giving me issues, she doesn't let me rest.
Always find people to blame. Maybe your depression will be.
Or then what she said, BB, but what bem. Na say, sebi, untumi nyina so a. Me one kamema me na bo me to apemwa na yire na man pressure, and they say that if your wife is nagging and you can't reach because it's more psychological. He had diabetes and his diabetes was so, in fact, a young person will be complaining to me because
we trash him. Auntie Joyce, in this situation, let's put ourselves in the shoes of the woman.
Yeah.
Now, since 2016 to 2025, how do we satisfy ourselves sexually in situations like this?
Question we cried and who hear me so much. Why did she even stay? Because I didn't need Juma.
No, stay because Sika was
because of the and it's what you Mommy, let's not even play the ostrich here. When you ma who do a tia warrior because ebusuafo nyina kasa why do you need Juma? Who be free sabo sani muaba. Including women who are severely abused.
Yes.
A man framing or be on Nimishia one-on-one. And they are like, Auntie Joyce, Auntie Joyce, my father says, me say, and I'm a bushia for say, and the Auntie Joyce, the last time he took me with a fork. Look at it, and they are like, I'm a fool. I'm what doing here? I'm a free fear. And also, when you say, da, ya ibe your bang dear no. Oba di unja sama kloni tu wonu fashion ho e fa kwa nyame wrong what and can't you be when me kwa koka kire mpanifo bi ma
there's no support
hey kontu
akuja no shop o ko hwe na wa mafia ha bi me say mama me from my part me kwa na nyame bo obi ko me na me tena ha o se do be shop obi ko papa wo me say me se me ko me kwa na nyame ba na me say you know
oba we me gidi se busuafo be ka say hey wo be ma na so onim se ne ho ni ho
yes onim
and wo be ware
yes
or oba so there but what we forget is that women also have high sexual desires.
Thank you.
Oba so ohwa onu so bi kasa say o pebe bi ni nada
exactly
women also
need
come.
Yes.
Oba say bema to me or reaching orgasm.
You naturally get wet.
It comes and during ovulation onyankopon kasa say why fun bi to hold say dey na ho nyina women have high sexual desires in the society in which we find ourselves. That is why you have women going through FGM because they cut their clitoris so she wouldn't get sexual desire. She said it's
no matter what.
To have a sexual
for a woman
desire.
to feel like, I need my husband, I need some cuddling, I need someone to come do it. It's a taboo. But let me say this, ebusuafo, enye memma nko ana sabi wo ho sorry a wonya atenkase wonya ne yire one ne beda e ma so nya bi otom
ne bi ha me ka me sesa ka yeso ye die ne epia anka wo ma die ne na mo a ye
oba bu ni sa wie no nyankopon ahyehyɛ ne sa nyankopon nyansam de nyansabo akwa ni mo nyanka wo de hwɛ wonim se oba bi wo ho a enam yensa enanum enanson obu ni nsa sa abre no e free jufu amamre mu abesi nne kan ekra no oba bu ni nsa e pam no ko fitire ho ba bi enti on ne ire nya de ne kunu nya de but oba bu ni nsa wie ya ayi na tenka na so gidi the suom kra na kasa na yese ye home ye no ahome
one shopra na obetu ase be ma no so
I say I agree na so da a man so was sexual desire and all of that but you better catch yourself
so how do we satisfy ourselves?
Say no
a woman situation
say a normal bawo women talk to me e ma wo say one person wo bag no wo wardrobe mu a
yes
one kunu no mo bi wo ho a niti or wo onyabe mienu bi ansa na ni kunu ne yes.
Yeah.
And they call me all the time, Counselor Joy, we know you are a Christian, no? Please, is it wrong to use toys? I don't want to mention anything here. Now I'm saying, are you doing it with your husband?
Yes.
Because but I know a lot of couples are, even though they are doing everything, they still have their own ways of playing and toys and all of that.
I want to come to this topic through the Christian angle, and I'm happy you are a staunch apostolic member and a counselor.
Yes.
Now, according to our Christian belief, you say, "Oh, warrior." In Christianity, no, don't go and taste. Stay clean till you get married.
Yes.
Ebi na sister ya ye. Yemfa no. Wo de be ba nyabotre. Yemfa abrochire ni sika no nto nchen. So you Christian one try and na wakọ na engineering adwuma. In this case, se sika ni ho na nya abrochire na wakọtena ho. What do you do? Because Christianity frowns on divorce. Christianity frowns on don't try before you marry. So what do you do?
It's a very dicey situation. But let's be honest. If you take 10 men, one girlfriends and son a war warrior, perhaps just about one or even two.
Are they even going to tell the truth?
No, what friends or what that obeko obehunu say sebi is ne hu nyina ne ho so intense.
Yeah.
And to me better a bit framing Counselor Joy. My auntie said when we are romancing I should get close and see if something hard will be there. All this time I don't feel anything hard. Me, I've been advocating. I saw be inviting me be I say yeah na answer ne be worry no. We have premarital medicals be
yeah.
Say no yemfa enka ho be ma no onkom yen check ne yen hwese yegina so ana.
That's it.
In fact, I've done a video that I'm about to launch.
Right.
And it's something
yes.
I wish I would get your support.
No
apart from Obaa coach Obaa no wouldn't say minimum war couples be a Obaa to me because she was sexually molested. No, I have an individual also was sexually molested recently on your boyfriend. Yamin Kwanko two boy.
Of course. If you don't touch her right,
she will. Let's check. Say apart from you're checking for genotype. Me cell AA. SS banning and side apart from you're checking pneumonia, those things, STDs, STIs, and those things. No, you're checking shese. Obaa no so awudi no. Minim say etoda baby are you okay? But etoda obeko nyemi nyina na it can be medically explained.
Yeah.
Some things are beyond medicine. Some things are beyond medical. Doctors, they can't explain.
Yes.
Mano ni hunsuo ni enkwamwa no wonkwa. Obaa no tukosua fine. But ube hunu no be na awo ma. Ensem nyina nyame asem. Nti wo de monye
necessary
medical no monye na ni aka ne nyama nyankopon. Because it's been something I've been advocating. Obaa no mo fa ni psychological na onko medical na omunko bi na one ni nkasa so we okay na wo anso so no yesi mamun na but once in a while you can hang, you can peg, you can twist. Just say obe hye wo so say na be nti yan ko hye dem mu ne yaye bi a wo hu enkete bi so be predators an wonya akora wo peg na so ebe ma say
you feel it.
No sorry about it.
There's another situation.
Me I would never share
premarital, you know.
Madam, she said yes, something previous. Be man no da ne hu nsuo gu mu no.
Yeah.
Sanso no no da ne hu hu gu mu.
That's it.
Entina, sansa no ba ba wa no say yes sorry say ye no be fasting and prayers deliverance.
So but whatever ashe omunu na
enu kura no etoda na aka keto bi edi hu na funu bi
definitely.
What you say? Enti sa counseling na edi mu famu mpaya edi mu famu nkyerɛkyerɛ edi mu famu any deliverance na eboa e ma honhom bi that madam But and some
ya hu bia ni hu bia ni wo fa we nwura ni baby no mo peso ni ada nya hwe
Bible na so kai say
what's the fa no be sia no wale wa anyo ano no what's the obe breaku no ko na eso nkwa ye dey o wale na nipa na ebo a mo nya yi
enka
ene dia wo da anya bo ni nipa no ne twempra no ba wa ne bo ne wo mena dey
mo ense nya aware o
some do you feel na mo da ko
na wo ni obi atwempra na wa aware o wo
ma na ho atire
ma be brada anware wo
yeah ho atire
you understand
and then no and for say ya tutu bia aso biso na ba bia ye die eni ya ma me mo ne enim difo yi ahye of knowledge and ne concern advice ahodo a yenya this is the story of the mai na anodin na ade ye me ya efa story no de mai ye the late consultation about late in 2020 ni mu okra no contacting me because through asam work and also should me 2020 with him up better until you no contacting me and can na 5 years as what train 2025 na nina na be da nyamya say and him up better so na go to me and insane and I think it's 7 months or 6 months
they do right yeah
and the Berman ne buy you because na Berman no problem
it was Berman na
mama Berman na
exactly as you see nyankopon do mo aware ne enya dia ya kan ha bia no be futuo na dia to po say wo chine bu na baby ya no do amafo so na ohia futuo ne komo ya wote ha bia na wo dia to mu mpani for say wo ni futufo a wo du baby no bi to ni bafo a na wo ti mase na wo ti bi ene di dwumadi aha na di AC meda wase bebre say abrenya na no wo di pre ene na okay ho ema ye share fertility time with Ohima of Fertile Woman. It's na both psychological, medical, any acquiring them no, or far in India and so the Borga. Because what I will say, Ohima of Fertile Woman, it was so a juma, baby biara, I will say I will want some quaddy. The Yan is current medical reports from gynecologists. Yankopon 20, a dear Drew Kawa. Who told anyone else in a council. It was a bit so to bring that. We didn't edit at the nation's most